Welcome to Bình Phước Radio Television Station and Newspaper. And now I have slide as usual. Provincial Party Committee Secretary work with Bình Long leader. Dialogue on removing difficulty in cashew nut exports and imports. Ethnic minority delegates sent to learn from economic development experience. Tech service and tourism should be a spearhead sector of Bến Tre President. Vietnam ST25 right enter the Japanese markets. Ladies and gentlemen, Secretary of Bình Phước Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Mạnh Cường has held a meeting with key leader of Bình Long Town on its implementation of socio-economic talk in the first half of the year and direction for the second half.
Secretary of the Bình Phước Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Mạnh Cường said he greatly appreciates the socio-economic results posted by Bình Long Town during the first half of the year in the context of many difficulties. He also asked the town to focus on solutions to complete the socio-economic plan for the year. To promote rapid and sustainable development, Bình Long needs to maximize social resources to self-development investment, especially in the fields of health, culture and education, Cường said. The Secretary noted that industrial planning must serve the town's development goals. Bình Long must also improve its state management capacity and prevent violations, especially in complex and sensitive fields such as land management. He asked that Bình Long continue to strengthen its administrative reform efforts and focusing on economic development in accordance with set directions. Cường previously held a firefighting visit to traffic projects in Bình Long Town.
The Bình Phước Department of Customs has held a dialogue with local businesses in an effort to remove difficulty in cashew nut exports and imports.
The dialogue received a host of opinions about the difficulties and problems facing enterprises, such as lack of production facilities, quarantining for raw materials, coordination in building customs warehouses, handling the scraps from cashew nut production and processing, and correcting errors in quarantine results after customs clearance. Enterprises propose having a common customs warehouse in Bình Phước to facilitate businesses and the management of the customs sector. They also want to shorten the time needed to carry out customs procedures in the import and export of cashew nut products. Their questions and recommendations were answered directly at the meeting.
Vice Chairwoman of the Bình Phước Provincial People Committee Trần Tuyết Minh has met with an ethnic minority delegation who will visit to Hanoi and some northern provinces to learn about economic development models.
The delegation includes 40 members who are officials and reputable people in the province. It will meet with leaders from the National Assembly Committee for Ethnic Minority Affairs and the Council of Ethnic Minorities, as well as leaders and officials from the Committee for Ethnic Minority Affairs of Phú Thọ Province. The delegation will also visit economic development models in Thanh Xuân District, Phú Thọ Province. During the trip, the delegates plan to visit the Hùng Temple in Phú Thọ and historical sites in Hanoi. Vice Chairwoman of the Bình Phước Provincial People's Committee Trần Tuyết Minh wished the delegation a successful trip, learning from experience and good practices of northern localities to apply to economic development in their communities.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc on July the 1st asked the Mekong Delta province of Bến Tre to ensure harmonious development with tech, service and tourism spearheading economic sector.
At a working session with the Standing Board of the Provincial Party Committee as part of his trip to Bến Tre, Phúc asked Bến Tre province to ensure harmonious development with trade, services and tourism being the spearheads. He pointed out challenges and limitations to the province like severe impacts of climate change and sea level rise, high poverty rate and poor production capacity. He asked the province to further restructure its agricultural sector, strive to adapt to climate change, consolidate value chains of agricultural products, and accelerate new-style rural area building. As a coconut kingdom, the president urged Bến Tre to preserve and develop high-quality coconut varieties, diversity products, and promote coconut cooperatives. Earlier the same day, the president pressed the button to inaugurate Thanh Hai Wind Power Plant 5 at Thanh Thơi Bi Hamlet, Thanh Hai Commune, Thanh Phú District.
Vietnamese representatives reaffirmed their country's commitment to create blue and sustainable sea when attending the United Nations Ocean Conference held in Lisbon from June the 27th to July the 1st.
Addressing the UN conference to support the implementation of Sustainable Development Goal 14, SDG 14, Deputy Foreign Minister Phạm Quang Hiếu emphasized the need to fully and effectively implement the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea or UNCLOS 1982. Vietnam supports negotiations to build new legal frameworks aligned with the UNCLOS, including a document on biodiversity of areas outside national jurisdiction and a global agreement on ocean plastic waste, Hiếu said. The Vietnamese delegation also called for strengthening international cooperation in marine policy planning and implementation. The UN conference attracts the participation of nearly 20 heads of state, nearly 100 foreign, environment, and natural resources ministers, among others.
The Tân Long Group Choice Stock Company and Japan's Kiraboshi Bank organized a ceremony in Tokyo on June the 30th to introduce ST25 rice, Vietnam's most favorite rice to Japanese customers.
To be allowed into Japan, ST25 rice with the brand name An had to pass more than 600 technical standards. It also had to satisfy the taste of Japanese people who are quite fastidious.
The introduction of the rice into the Japanese market is a major success for producers as well as businesses. I hope the volume of Vietnamese rice in the market will increase in the near future.
According to a representative from Tân Long Group, the company has been focused on rice production in the Mekong Delta since 2017, consuming rice directly from farmers and contributing to improving product value and increasing farmers' incomes.
In exporting to Japan, we haven't set a target on quantity for the immediate future. Instead, we want to reach specific customers to learn and capture their needs. I hope we can find another rice product to export to this market next year.
The Santomi International Company is importing the ST25 rice, and the famous Vietnamese product is being distributed by the Spice House Company to Japanese supermarkets and stores.
ST25 rice won the title World's Best Rice in 2019, so many people want to enjoy it. We began to put the rice on stream in some stores 3 weeks ago, and so far about 8 tons have been sold.
ST25 rice has been also exported to many other markets such as Sweden and Germany. Its presence in Japan, one of the most demanding markets in the world, is testament to its quality and creates more opportunities for producers and traders.
Thousands of visitors watched a paragliding tournament held recently at the Tra Dung National Park in Đắk Nông Commune, Đắk Long District, Đắk Nông Province.
The tournament was organized by the Đắk Nông Department of Cultural, Sports and Tourism in collaboration with the Phú Cường Tourist Service and Tourism Yard Company and the Vietnam Tourism and Sports Yard Company. It was attended by 100 professional paragliders from 12 clubs around Vietnam who competed in the main event, which involves a precise landing. The two other events are freestyle flying and flying with a motor.
I came here from Đà Lạt to paraglide. This has only been available in the north of the country, but now we can do it here. I just finished a flight and feel great.
I have been paragliding in many countries. This is the first time flying in Đắk Nông province. The scenery here is so beautiful.
The paragliding tournament was an opportunity for Đắk Nông province to introduce images of local nature, culture, and people to domestic and foreign friends. It also hopes to create a popular paragliding destination at Tra Dung National Park.
And that's all for news today. Thanks for watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.